Hello and welcome to our practice for today. So just allow yourselves to settle. You just might like to close your eyes for a moment. Concentrate on your breath, your inhalation and your exhalation. The cool air coming in through your nose and the warm air coming out either through your nose or through your mouth. Just allow yourself to arrive on your mat, to take time for yourself today. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, gently open your eyes. If you are sat on anything, then please remove your prop. Put it to one side as you come round today into tabletop. So we have done this a number of times, but just to remind you, your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. If you look back between your knees and you can see your feet, just pick them up and move them out of your peripheral vision. So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to take the right leg long. Again, I need to move slightly so that you can see my legs. Take the right leg long, tuck the toes, push through the heel. Get a nice stretch in the back of that right leg. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release that knee and do the same with the left. Tuck the toes, push, nice stretch in that leg and release. So this time I'm going to ask you, so I need to move back slightly on the mat. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to take your right arm forward. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, roll the shoulder back into its socket. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, take the left leg long. Tuck the toes for a moment, push through the heel, pull the belly button in and back to your spine, and lift that left leg, flex the foot. Try not to lean over to one side or the other. Use your core for your balance. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the hand, release the leg, reset your tabletop. Take the left arm forward, roll the shoulder back and down, stretch through the fingers. Then take the right leg long, tuck the toes and push. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, lift, flex the foot, get your balance. No moving from side to side, use that core, pull it in and up towards your spine. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release back to your tabletop. Again, breathe in, and as you breathe out, we're going to change it slightly this time. Right arm forward, roll the shoulder, left leg long, tuck the toes, lift the leg. You're going to bring elbow and knee together. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, for 3 and back, for 2 and back, for 1 and back to your tabletop. Other side. Left arm long, stretch through the fingers, tuck the toes of the right leg, push through the heel, lift, flex the foot, get your balance, and go for 3, for 2, for 1. Back to your tabletop, reset. We're now going to test your core, see how you get on. So, tabletop, make sure you're nice and sturdy, that you can't see your feet. You're going to push into all 4 pads at the base of your hands, spread your fingers wide. Pull your belly button in and back towards your spine to protect your lower back. You're going to tuck your toes. You're going to lift your knees just centimetres off the mat and breathe for 3, for 2, for 1 and down. Release the toes, bash them on the mat if you need to. We're going to go one more time. Tuck the toes, belly button in and back to the spine, protect your lower back. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, lift just a couple of inches off the mat, no more. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Release. Well done. Big toes together, knees apart, push yourself back to child. Stretch through those fingers. The forehead is the last thing to come down to the mat. So your hips come down to your heels. If it doesn't quite get there, then use a prop behind you to just rest on, to ensure that you are making contact. If your body makes contact with something, your body will release and relax. If your bum is hovering high, then you're not releasing and relaxing. So you're better off putting a little bit of padding there, be it a cushion, blocks, books, whatever you require, to ensure that you are releasing into your child's. And from here in your child's, you're going to breathe in, keep the head down, breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to walk both hands over to the left hand side. Keep the hands shoulder width apart initially, push that right hip back, and you're going to feel a stretch down the right hand side of your body. If you'd like to increase that stretch, you're going to walk the right hand over to the left. Keep your heads down, mine's only up so that you pick my voice up on the camera. Keep the head down between the arms and breathe for 2, for 1. Walk the hands back slowly, keep them shoulder distance apart, push back to your child's. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to walk the hands now over to the other side. Again, shoulder width apart initially, head down to the mat. Get that stretch down the left hand side of your body. Again, if you would like more, left hand comes onto the right. Make sure those hips are in contact with the heels or your prop, whatever you're using. Breathe into that stretch down the left hand side for 3, for 2, for 1, and slowly walk the hands back. Take a breath, then breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to tuck the right hand, turn the palm up, thread it underneath your right. Shoulder down to the mat. You can either stretch through the left arm, through the fingers, or if you wish, you can take that arm up to the ceiling, or back of hand, lower back, roll the shoulder back and down, and open. Your choice, there's 3 options there. Use the one that suits you best today. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, wherever the hand is, bring it back in front of your face. Push into the hand, release, and you come back to your child. I'm just going to move round so you can see the other side. So you're in child's. You're going to take the left hand, turn the palm up, thread it through underneath your right arm, shoulder down to the mat. Again, your choice, either arm up to the ceiling, on your lower back, roll the shoulder. Your choice. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, wherever the arm is, back in front of your face, release, push back to your child. Take a breath for a moment. So I'm just turning so the camera picks me up. So from here, we're going to go into a down dog. So some of you might not know down dog. So from tabletop, you need to take the hands 1 hand length forward of the shoulders. You're going to tuck the toes. You're going to lift the knees. You're going to take the chest towards the thighs so that you get height in your hips. And then staying on the toes, you're going to start to stretch the legs and push the heels down towards the mat. I'll be very surprised if you get your heels all the way to the mat. I've been practicing for years and I've only ever done it once. So don't worry, just push into those heels, push into the pads of the hands, spread the fingers wide. So you're pushing into your hands, but you're pulling up through your arms. You're rotating the top of your arms from the inside out to create space across your shoulders, and you're pushing through your heels. So this is the full body stretch in what we call down dog. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to walk your feet towards your hands. Bring your hands on your hips and come slowly up to standing. So I'll turn to face the camera so that you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to come into what's called mountain pose. So your feet can be either hip distance apart, If you remember from an earlier video, you can check that by putting 2 hands between, or you can have big toes together, or if like me you've got bunions, you can have big toes together and the heels slightly apart. Your choice, however you would like to stand. Close your eyes for a moment as we take a walk through your body. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, push down through all 4 corners of your feet. Big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel, outside edge of your foot to create an arch in your foot. This is really useful for when you come into any balances. Pull up through your ankles, through your shins, through your calves, into your knees. 4 parts to your knees. Pull up through the front, the back, 2 sides. Pull up through your thighs, through your hamstrings. Feel your hips switch on. By that I mean you'll feel them come into the centre line of your body. So you've got your whole bottom half of your body now supported by your hips. Stand tall and strong. Your hips are an amazing part of your body. They support not only your lower half but your upper half. Continue your voyage through your body. Stretch up through your spine. Each vertebra, feel it opening as you grow tall. Feel your rib cage opening as you grow tall. Feel your chest opening as you grow tall. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Stretch down through your arms into the tips of your fingers. Turn your palms slightly forward. Stretch up through your neck, through the crown of your head, and just breathe and think about how tall you have grown. Pull your belly button in and back to your spine. Beautiful, tall mountain pose. Breathe in your pose. Enjoy feeling tall and strong. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, open your eyes. Take your arms up, palms to touch. Your right hand is going to hold on to your left wrist. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to stretch up through the left side, push into the outside edge of your left foot as you come over to the right to feel a stretch down the left-hand side of your body. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come back to centre and switch. Left hand holding right wrist. Stretch first, push down through that right foot, and over you come to get a stretch down the right hand side of the body. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release. Up you come. Bring the hands down to the hips. This time make sure the feet are hip distance apart so that you've got balance. And you're just going to circle your hips. Imagine you're doing a hula dance. You're somewhere warm in Hawaii. Beautiful. The sun's shining. The water is lapping onto that sandy beach. You walk on the sand and it's hot on your feet. And then go in the opposite direction. Just mobilising those hips. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, take your arms up and swan dive all the way down to a forward fold. On the fingertips, on a prop if you need it. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide the hands up to the shins or the thighs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Stretch. Push through your heels, stretch through your legs. Stretch from the base of your spine through to the crown of your head. Keep the eyes looking down at the mat. Nice, strong, straight spines. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide down. One more. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide the hands to where is best for you. Squeeze those shoulder blades, stretch through the spine, push through the heels. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide all the way down. Take the hands in front of you as you bend your knees. Bring one knee down and the other knee down. Sit on your heels. Bring your breathing back to normal if it's slightly heavy. Take a moment to allow it to settle. Breathe in and out, slow and easy. As you bring your palms together at heart center. Again, thank you so much for joining me in these short practices. Have another wonderful day. Namaste.